Assalamualaikum, my name is Naim Aiman Shahrudin. I am from Group 1C1. Today I'm going to answer Digital Lab interview questions. The first question is, what are the differences of CMOS and TTL? CMOS is the shortened form for complementary metal oxide semiconductor, and it is a technology for fabricating the ICs, which are used in various applications. CMOS is the most common MOSFET fabrication type. It uses the complementary and symmetrical pairs of the P-type and N-type metal oxide field effect transistors for performing the logic functions, whilst TTL stands for transistor-transistor logic. It is a logic family made up of bipolar junction transistors, BJTs. TTL logic uses multiple transistors having multiple emitters and multiple inputs. TTL logic gates are made up of bipolar junction transistors and resistors. Many variants of TTL developed for various particular purposes, like the radiation hardened TTL packages for space applications. What I stated just now are what differ the one from the other. Next is why is CMOS more popular than TTL today? Comparing the TTL and CMOS logic families, CMOS has more advantage over TTL components. It consumes lesser it consumes lesser power than the TTL, and it is more economical. The output power of the CMOS is higher and it is smaller in size. The CMOS has a higher density of logic gates within the same material. With higher immunity to noise, these allow lower levels of noise to transmit while the transmissions of the signals. Also, the propagation delays are smaller and thus provide faster transmission of the signals than the TTL circuits does. With larger fan-out number, the number of loads can be connected at the output terminal of the CMOS circuit. That is why CMOS chips are always preferred over the TTL chips. The next question is, why are you using TTL in the lab? Why do we use TTL in the lab? Simply because CMOS components are generally more expensive when compared to the TTL components. So for the lab to provide a huge amount of CMOS for students is not financially wise. Question 4. In theory, more machines have outputs active in the state, usually listed inside the states in the state diagram, and melee machines have outputs active in the transitions, usually attached to arrows in the state diagram. In this lab, outputs exist inside the state and during transition. So what kind of machine is the traffic light controller? Give reason. Okay. In generally, it's really a function of space and timing requirements. Melee machines allow you to get away with putting fewer states in your machine state, and therefore a smaller space. But at high speeds and with tight timing, melee machines can sometimes be at risk of creating timing violations, whereas the risk with a more machine is much lower. So in the lab, we use more simply because traffic light controllers require high speed with tight timing. For the counter, for the last question, for the counter used for the traffic light, which one is better, count up or count down? Why? Countdown, because count up design of traffic light requires one trigger to trigger timer from 0, whilst countdown design of the traffic light timer requires 2 triggers to trigger timer from 9 and from 3. Thank you very much.